Felicia?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain.
Nice car.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
You ever been in one of these, Felicia?
Have I ever done what?
Have you ever been in one of these Teslas?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, twice. Once is an Uber with an Uber, and I think a friend of mine owns. Well, a friend, my ex-husband's friend.
Okay.
Owns an Uber. I mean, a Tesla. So, yeah.
Have you ever experienced where it's doing all the driving?
No, I did not notice that. Okay, well, I mean, I've heard of cars like this. How safe is this?
I can tell you right now, I've been practicing with this software for about 2.5 years.
Okay.
But I started doing Uber last March. And all my Uber drives have been without me having to touch the steering wheel or the pedals. That's the difference between this software and others, right? I think most cars can do lane keeping on the highway, but this thing acknowledges stop signs, emergency vehicles.
What about on the freeway?
Oh yeah, it's perfect. That's where I feel the most safe is on I-10, 290. When I see other Teslas, like that guy wasn't driving either.
Oh, interesting.
I can tell when they're just laid back sitting. So
why? I mean, I'm just like, this is really nice.
Yeah, we're about to do this Unprotected love, I think.
That's interesting. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why do you even Uber with a car like that?
Well, right now I still have to supervise it. Like, this is the only car you can buy that can do this, right? Waymo exists. It's in like a few markets, like Atlanta, Austin, the Bay Area. So they have people that don't sit here, and people get in the back and they pay for rides. Tesla has that in Austin, and they also have it in California as well. But somebody is sitting here, right? Making sure nothing happens, nothing goes crazy.
Oh, so you work with Tesla?
No, I do not. I would love to, but I bought this car, I think, well, not this Christmas, but last Christmas. My wife, she has a Tesla as well.
Where is this taking you to?
See, this is where some of these navigational errors might be a problem, right? It, for some reason, wanted to follow the navigation in here.
It's like it overpowers the Uber GPS.
Right. So Uber sends me they send me the coordinates. And then Tesla uses its navigation, which is basically Google Maps.
Right.
And there are just some of these navigational errors that the software will sometimes ignore and then sometimes not ignore. I don't know. But this is not the first time that's happened on this road, because I live around here as well.
Okay.
So this is, I should have caught it, but we're back on our destination. For some reason, it tells us that we cannot travel straight on this road for some reason. I don't know. But
a very nice car. So how much would this like go for?
This one, I bought it at $37,000. Tesla makes around about $2 million or so a year.
Yeah.
And depending on their demand, it goes up, it goes down, the price, right?
I remember my sister was looking to trade in her car. She eventually traded. Well, she traded it twice in the last, I'd say, 3 years. So the time before now, she got an SUV, and then she wanted to get like a what is this?
Oh, that's my referral code. If somebody wants to use that code to get Tesla products, they'll get this right here for 3 months free. This is typically $100 a month, what I'm doing right now. I just paid for it outright because I can't drive anymore. I can, but I don't see the point when this thing basically drives safer than I do, and the joy of not driving has big it's been huge for me.
But then I heard like, so it's very 100% safe.
I'm still supervising, right? So when it made that right turn,
Yeah.
I didn't feel unsafe, but was it right? Probably not.
Right.
I mean, but there's so many ways to get to a destination. If it can't make an exit on a highway, for instance, like let's just say I-10 is packed and it's trying to get off and make the exit to continue the destination, it'll just be like, well, we can't make it, and it'll go on the next one, do a loop around, and get to the destination in a roundabout way.
So my thing is like, can you sleep at the steering wheel? Because it was like
Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now,
I
but
remember reading an argument on that.
yeah, right now, as long as I have to sit here, the software won't work if I'm like sitting right there.
Right.
So I have to be sitting here for it to even engage. But Tesla, they're about to release another update to the software. Overnight, this car could easily become an unsupervised car, where I could send it to my mom across town. She could get in the back seat, do her makeup, go to sleep,
I don't
or whatever.
trust all of that stuff. I do not.
We're doing it right now. Like,
I do not.
for me, this thing has been, I mean, I just came from NRG Stadium yesterday. That's when my voice is a little hoarse. I was at the Texans watch party. Got me and the wife there, back. No one had to drive. I just had to sit here and make sure nothing crazy happened.
I know, but like where you're giving power to IT,
Oh, yeah.
to AI, to like robots and stuff.
That's fair. Like, I can understand the concern for that. But ever since the internet, ever since 1999, basically, we've had our trust in these devices. The iPhone emerged in 2007.
Yeah, that's a phone. Like you can easily touch your phone. Like I was, when I went outside the other time and I was having problems with my phone, I touched it. I literally just threw it on the ground. But then now it's like you're turning it into something else, and it's like, okay, imagine a world like, what was it again? Man versus robots, iRobots or something.
Oh, like iRobot?
Yeah.
That's where we're headed. I think a lot of these companies are doing
for the men, for mankind. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can stop it. Like, every time we had a burst of technology, right? Every new technology became, this existential moment for the time, as it should be. And I just don't think we're going to be able to stop things like the internet, or how social media has impacted man as a whole. That's going to be somebody's dissertation in 15 years.
But I'm looking at it from a point of view of like a war. Like, okay, for now it's the cars. Let's say it's just the cars, and we're looking at it just the cars. I mean, it could be next is in iRobots. It was literally a person, but it was just identifiable. Of course, that would not be the case. We're in 2025. That would never be the case. But then again, it's like, how would that be for the people like myself? But then again, I believe in God, to be honest. I believe in God. I definitely believe in a higher power, because I do feel the power every day in my life. So I just tell, when people say, how are you today, say I can't complain, because I really can't complain.
Every day's a blessing.
Every day is a blessing. Every second is a blessing at this point, because life is hard. Life is very hard, but then it can be worse. It can be, like somebody said to me today. He asked me, how was your day? I said, could be better. He said, it could be worse. And I said, it was like a realization for me, because I realized in that moment that I was being ungrateful. Because it really could have been worse. And
we
really
have
could
bouts.
be worse.
We all have bouts of that, but
Yeah.
it's good to recenter ourselves and get that perspective. So don't beat yourself up too hard.
True.
Yeah. No, my friend, he also wonders. He's like, I like driving. He's like, I like having that control. And my wife is the same way. But
Right.
I think we will supersede that wanting to have control for convenience, right? There was a point where she was sick.
Okay.
And she just, not feverish or anything, but she was congested, felt terrible.
Okay.
And she needed to go to CVS to get medicine. If she was driving, she would have been a danger not only to herself, but everybody else on the road. She presses this button, and the robot, who is designed to just get you from point A to point B safely, much like we're doing now, while she is in excruciating pain coming from work, and the robot is able to get her. She normally won't use it unless she absolutely has to. And
see, that's a woman's intuition.
yeah.
I would never let a car just drive me. Like, I mean, like, I could let it drive me if I'm just, but like my instincts, but like my reflexes would be, you know.
But imagine this way. I'm an Uber driver, so I had to take a bunch of training just how to be a human being. So I don't harass women or patrons in general, right? So they make sure, I'd say every 5 minutes, somebody is harassed in an Uber. That's because there's a human here. Imagine if I wasn't here and the car just picked you up, dropped you off at your destination. How much safer would you feel?
So you're
respect?
telling people to trust cars without drivers.
I think 10 years from now, we're going to look back at the Uber experience and wonder why we trusted women to get in cars with absolute strangers.
Okay, but listen. Listen to this. But then Tesla, they recalled a whole bunch last year for blowing up.
For blowing up?
I mean, it was just blowing up on site, right?
No, I've never seen that.
The Cybertrucks, though.
Well, last year they had some people doing things.
Oh, was that 2 years ago? Sorry,
they were trying to, you know, that was like a sabotage. They were blowing up because people planted makeshift bombs or stuff in there. But the cars, they don't. For every one Tesla vehicle that may have a malfunction, you're talking about a Honda or a Toyota where they're having twice as many. So the sample size may be a little bit smaller for Tesla. I guarantee you they're not having any random malfunctions more so than Lexus, Ford, or any of these other vehicles. Now, if you do have a recall, which is possible, I want to say they recalled a lot of the Cybertrucks because there was something wrong with like the paneling, but nothing to where they were like exploding.
Yeah, but they have recalls all the time.
But
so
yeah, that's every vehicle.
Yeah, but we're now giving power to the. I mean, if we're sick as human beings, we go to the ER. We're not gonna sit behind a car. We can't even sit behind a car and say, "Oh, we're gonna drive any distance, long distance," especially if it's terminally ill disease.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we have that. Should I say? We have that red flag, I guess, physical, that stops us from. I wouldn't say red flag. I'll just say it inhabits us from basically existing. So the cars cannot just be out there and then after the fact, which is possibly after a few lives have been lost, you say, oh, okay, we're going to recall this batch. What about the next batch?
This car right here, which is adhering to the school zone just out of randomness, you know.
I mean, I'm not saying every car would be a problem. I'm just saying there might be a problem.
No, of course, right? That's
right.
why it's kind of like your phone gets updates all the time. You may not like all the updates, but overnight your phone can be totally different. Every time my car gets in the garage and they'll send me a wireless update, it'll take about 30 minutes for me to update my car, much like my phone, and then it's brand new. Most Tesla recalls, they get fixed with a software update. Like, you don't even have to take it into the dealership because they fix it.
But then that's like really after the fact, though. That's after they realize that there's a problem. But you know, I'm not beating you up. I know you're not Tesla, the owner. You know what's his name?
I'm not Elon. Yeah.
What's his name again?
Elon Musk.
Right. You're not Elon Musk.
No.
No, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't just put my all in. I mean, I'm all for a nice looking car, technical, looking nice and classy or whatever. But I'm not IT. I've never been. My ex-husband, he's into IT, he's into all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My who else do I know? Most of the people I know from Nigerians are into IT. But me personally, IT the most boring of all. I just cannot comprehend. I'm like a rock when it comes to like my brain. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm not a tech guy either.
I mean, you do sound like a tech guy.
But I'm not.
Okay.
And I'm even less of a mechanic. So when I had an internal combustion engine that wasn't an EV, that wasn't more computer than car, I couldn't fix a car. Like I would have to get somebody to do that for me anyway. So I'm kind of going from like, I'm not a mechanic. I'm definitely not an IT. I'm old enough to where the VCR just said zeros on it all the time. And I'm not trying to fix it. Because, so you know what I mean? So I'm not a tech guy, but this is so intuitive. Like, you could probably drop a box of iPhones in
You still use
the
the
Amazon.
VCR though?
Well, I'm just saying I'm old enough to have had a VCR.
Okay, right.
But yeah, but tech, we get better as we get more familiar with it, and the unfamiliarity is, I think, what scares not just you, but my wife,
Right.
my family. Like, I've forced them to sit here and just get an idea of how the car feels, and if the car feels unsafe, let me know, because then we'll do some things. But I guarantee you, when I take over, my wife is just like, why is the car not driving?
That is, I mean, she might ask questions, but trust me, it's just because you're her husband. She would not get into a stranger's car, anybody less than, and just sit down comfortably and feel like, okay, whatever, this car is driving itself, I'm just gonna let this car drive itself, and this man is just like slumbered, and like, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I bet you, like, a lot of people, like, for me personally, I've been in situations, so I'm a very brave human. So I don't really, I value my life, but I value the process of keeping my life, but I can get to the point where I need to be, to be there. That's what I'm saying. But like, yeah, I take risks, but not a lot of people do that. So
That's
I can tell you that it's not. But then again, you look very comfortable.
I could do this all day.
This ride 1 minute.
I can do this. Well, there was that one where we were like, "Where are you taking me?"
I mean, that was the GPS.
Yeah,
I was
but
doubting.
you saw it
Not
on the
necessarily,
GPS, yeah.
but then I saw it on the phone too.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So it's just following orders essentially. But there are times when it won't. So I wish it didn't at that time. But
Are you a YouTuber?
yeah, oh, that's what these cameras are for.
Yeah, I noticed
I
that.
record all my Uber rides. I blur out my passengers to keep your likeness off the internet, unless you tell me it's okay.
Oh, please blur me out.
Yeah, of course. Like, that's my default, is unless I'll say this and somebody's like, you ain't gotta blur me, and I'll be like, okay, because I have like 1,500 subscribers. They just
Okay.
watch these, and a lot of the comments come from Uber drivers. Just like, I need that. I was like, you probably do,
You
because
probably get a lot of referrals too.
people have bought. That's the real big thing, is people buy these cars because of what they can and can't do. I'm sitting here now, but when I'm able to send this to my mom,
Yeah.
we're turning her car in. She won't have insurance. She won't have, the maintenance on this thing is minimal. So I'm just going to, she'll have the app on her phone. She can summon it whenever she needs it. Go to work, go to Target, go wherever. And then I can be like, I need the car back, Mom. She'd be like, all right. And then the car will come across town from Highway 6 back over here to Katie.
Oh, wow.
And I think about how much money that will not only save her, and she's not driving. She's 67. I don't want her on 288 and
And
I-10.
Mom trust that.
She trusts that more than anybody.
I think she trusts you.
and that's when she first got in here. She was like, "What's going on? Why aren't you driving?" And I was like, "I don't think I need to. And if I need to take over, I will. I'm right here. But this thing makes emergency maneuvers. Even if I had my hands on the wheel, my perception is I'm aging. Like, I'm not getting
Right.
better at it."
Okay.
So, but there was times when I have Uber passengers in the back. She's like, "Oh, I'm glad you were paying attention, because that lady wasn't, and the car had made an emergency maneuver." And I was like, I wouldn't like that. And I was like, "I didn't do that." She was like, "What?" And that was when she realized I wasn't driving the whole time. And she was like, "Oh my goodness." So all my Uber rides are on
She had no
there.
idea you weren't driving.
We had done like
You're gonna make a
70% of the ride.
right here.
Right. Well,
Yes.
let's see what the
and
car.
it's the phone's on point, and it's on point to, I think, your car, your Tesla, your.
It says parking lot, but we'll go curbside, right? That's where you want. Is here where you want to be, or?
Yeah, this is fine.
You sure?
No, straight up to the front, like right here, in just a little bit. Yeah, this entrance.
All right, the car's
So
doing
you
all
don't
of
have to-
this.
That's interesting. Well, you have a blessed day.
Yeah, thank you so much for being a part of the ride.
Not a problem.
And no, yeah, press the button. You're good.
I am so not with it.
You have a wonderful day,
You
man.
too as well. God bless you.
Same.